Hello, my fishing friends. Your favorite angling expert is back with another detailed forecast to help you make the most of your time on the water. Today, we're diving deep into the conditions for Friday, the 9th of January, 2026, across our beloved United Kingdom. You might be wondering, with winter truly upon us, what surprises does this chilly day hold? Well, I'm here to tell you that while it will be a challenging day, for those who brave the cold, there's a real chance for some impressive catches. This day isn't for the faint-hearted, but stick with me and you'll get all the insider tips to turn a tough day into a triumphant one, thanks to some interesting shifts in weather and fish behavior. Let's talk tactics for our winter warriors. First up, the mighty pike. These ambush predators thrive in the cold. On a day like Friday, with expected snow showers and chilly temperatures, pike will be seeking out deeper, more stable, and sheltered areas in lakes and slow-moving rivers. Think about those drop-offs, deep margins, and any submerged structures like fallen trees or weed beds. That's where the big ones will be lurking. For tackle, a medium-heavy spinning or bait-casting setup is ideal. Live bait, like a small, dead, coarse fish, presented under a float or on a ledger rig, fished slowly and deliberately, will be incredibly effective. Alternatively, large, soft plastic shades or classic jerkbaits, worked with long pauses, can entice a strike. Remember, their metabolism is slow, so patience is key. Give them plenty of time to take the bait. Next, the popular perch. These striped beauties also appreciate structure and will shoal up in deeper sections of canals, rivers, and still waters when it's this cold. Focus your efforts around bridge supports, jetties, moored boats, and dense, submerged cover. Small perch might be in larger groups, but the bigger specimens are often more solitary. Scale down your tackle, friends. Small jigs, tiny soft plastics, or a simple float rig with a single worm or maggot are often the ticket. A drop-shot rig with a worm imitation, kept just off the bottom and worked slowly, can be deadly. Precision and a slow retrieve are your best friends here. For our sea anglers, cod and whiting are your prime targets. January is peak time for cod, especially along the North Sea coast, and whiting provides steady action. With coastal water temperatures between 6 and 10 degrees Celsius, these species will be actively feeding. Look for cod in deeper gullies, wrecks, and rough ground. Whiting are often found over cleaner ground, but can also be near structures. For cod, big, smelly baits are the way to go. Squid, lugworm, and peeler crab on a pulley rig. For whiting, light flapper rigs with lugworm, ragworm, or mackerel strips work a treat, especially when fishing during darkness. And for those who prefer the crystal clear waters of our chalk streams, Grayling offer a fantastic winter challenge. The upper and middle river test, for example, maintains clear flows and stable, nutrient-rich water, providing excellent conditions. Grayling will be wary in these conditions, so a stealthy approach is vital. They'll often be found shoaling in deeper, slower parts of the river. Small nymphs, sizes 16 to 20, fished with a small sight indicator, or even dry flies if you catch a hatch of large dark olives around midday, can be very effective. This is often when the biggest grayling are caught as they prepare for spawning. Now let's break down the conditions that are shaping our fishing day. Weather-wise, Friday the 9th of January 2026 looks set to be quite cold across the United Kingdom. We're facing widespread, and potentially severe, frosts overnight, with daytime temperatures hovering between 0 and 8 degrees Celsius, that's 32 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a yellow snow warning in effect for parts of the UK, with a high chance of snow showers, particularly in northern areas, and general precipitation across the country. Wind will be a factor, with some westerly to southwesterly breezes expected. Atmospheric pressure is likely to be high, which often brings crisp, clear periods, but it may drop if that snowfall really comes in. This sharp cold and potential for changing pressure can make fish a bit finicky, pushing them to deeper, more consistent water. Regarding water temperature, inland lakes and rivers will be extremely cold, likely between 0 and 3 degrees Celsius, that's 32 to 37 degrees Fahrenheit, with some thinner margins potentially iced over. Coastal sea temperatures will be at their coldest for the year, generally ranging from 6 to 10 degrees Celsius, 43 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, particularly around our southern and western coasts. These low temperatures significantly slow down fish metabolism, making them sluggish and less inclined to feed aggressively. And the moon phase for Friday, the 9th of January 2026? We're looking at a waning gibbous moon with about 53 to 61% illumination heading towards the last quarter. In fishing folklore, the waning moon phases, especially after a full moon, can sometimes mean a slightly slower bite as fish settle down from the previous heightened activity. However, many experienced anglers know that during these phases fish might feed more intensely during specific moonrise or moonset periods, even if overall activity is moderate. It's all about timing and knowing your spots. Overall fish activity for Friday, the 9th of January 2026, will be on the cautious and often sluggish side. This is a challenging but potentially rewarding day for fishing. The severe cold, coupled with any strong winds or snow, will push fish into those deeper, more stable, and sheltered areas. Their metabolism will be slow, so don't expect them to chase baits aggressively. You'll need to be patient, precise, and present your baits slowly and enticingly. However, for those targeting species like pike, perch, chub, cod, whiting, and grayling, who are well adapted to these winter conditions, there's a real chance to land some impressive specimens, as they are often in peak condition. The key, as always, is finding them and presenting your offering perfectly. Considering all these factors, the biting cold, potential for snow, slow fish metabolism, and the waning moon, I'd give the overall fishing prognosis for Friday, the 9th of January 2026, as capricious to weak, with windows for good-up fishing for specific cold water adapted species if you get your tactics right. The sharp cold and low water temperatures will make fish sluggish, demanding patience and precision. So there you have it, my friends, a full breakdown for the 9th of January 2026. Get out there, stay warm, and may your lines be tight. No scales, no tails. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this forecast helpful. Subscribe for more weekly tips and let me know in the comments below. What are your go-to winter baits and what species are you hoping to catch this January?
Tight lines, everyone!